The optimism bias refers to our tendency to overestimate our likelihood of experiencing positive events and underestimate our likelihood of experiencing negative events. While maintaining a positive outlook can be beneficial, unchecked optimism bias may lead to overlooking potential obstacles and failing to prepare for setbacks. By understanding this bias, we can cultivate a mindset that embraces both hope and preparedness, allowing us to pursue our goals with greater awareness and resilience. Tom is a bright and motivated entrepreneur who is in the midst of starting his own restaurant. Previously, 6 businesses failed in the same building he purchased. Each venture fell short of earning the necessary returns to stay afloat and was forced to close. However, Tom feels as though he has what it takes to make his restaurant a success. After all, he graduated at the top of his class, is overflowing with big ideas, and is in touch with the pulse of young citygoers. Tom pours his time and money into the venture, refusing to yield to shortcomings or accept failure as an option. His friend warns him that the street layout and surrounding competition make it difficult to draw pedestrians into the area. Tom still feels he can overcome these obstacles with his expertise. However, Tom's restaurant fails to sustain enough business and is unfortunately forced to shut down, just like the rest before him. Tom confidently believes he can outperform the rest because of his abilities as an entrepreneur. But at the end of the day, his likelihood of failing is statistically the same as everyone else's, resulting in his inevitable failure. Research consistently supports that the overwhelming majority of us exhibit a bias toward optimism. We assume that we can complete projects in shorter amounts of time than is actually possible. We assume that our relationships will last longer than they realistically might. And the list goes on and on. This systematic failure results from 2 cognitive tendencies. First, we tend to focus on things we are looking forward to rather than negative events. Second, we tend to anticipate bad things may happen to others, but not ourselves. What scientific or psychological reasons were given for why we tend to think optimistically, even when it may not be rational? Think of a time when you assumed a situation would turn out better than it actually did. What happened? Did optimism bias lead you to underestimate risks or overlook important details? How did this impact your emotions and decision-making in that situation?